It's win or go home tonight against RIT Black. But before we get into kickoff and all the breakdown for tonight, we want to thank our sponsor, 40-Year Esports. With help from 40-Year Esports, our players are being powered by coaches, esports material, and other resources to help power a collegiate esports program to operate and perform at the best of its ability. So another huge thank you to 40-Year Esports. We definitely would not be where we are at this point in the season without you. So a huge thank you to them. So we are in round 2 of playoffs as we wait for the lobby to fill up. Again, it is win or go home. Anything can happen. This is the best part of Rocket League as an esport is these moments that we're going to witness tonight. Last time we played RIT Black, we did a very, very good job at overwhelming them and getting the ball in the back of the net. We overwhelmed them also on both sides of the ball, and it was just a great game to witness. We won 3-1, and that's one of the main keys to winning tonight. The other one is make the most of the opportunities that you're given. Last time we played RIT, we did a really good job of just making the most of our opportunities. And what I mean by that is we overwhelmed them so much that they were making mistakes, and it caused those mistakes to lead to pretty easy goals into the back of the net. And then the third one is go and make opportunities for yourselves. I think this is going to be the most important aspect of tonight for your CIU Golden Rams. It is playoff Rocket League. Anything can happen. And if you're going to go and win a best of 7 series, you're going to have to go and make opportunities for yourself. That's just going to be the name of the game tonight. So when things get hard, you have to push through that, get the ball in the back of the net, any means necessary, and go and get the win. The 3 guys that are going to be trying to move on to round 3 of the playoffs tonight are Casey, Big Turk, and Gamehawk. As we've seen all season, these guys are playing the best Rocket League that they have. Even though I wasn't able to cast last week, was able to go and watch it back, and a 4-2 win against GSU. They did a lot of really good things. These 3 guys, but I just really wanted to point out how patient they were. They did a great job of just being patient, and when they lost a game, they were able to just go and bounce back pretty quickly. So getting that 4-2 win. If you're just joining us, we are waiting for the lobby to fill up. We're waiting for RT Black to populate and get on in here, and so that way we can get started. But I'm gonna do my run through again for everybody who's just joining. I see everybody in the chat. G-Hawk Mama and Jefferson Feaster, welcome. It's gonna be another great playoff appearance for your CIU Golden Rams. Again, last week they won 4-2 against GSU, advanced to where we are tonight. It is win or go home in round 2 versus RIT Black. And a really cool thing as we continue to wait is the fact that CIU got their first round 1 victory in playoffs in 3 years. So that's something to be very, very proud of. Very, very excited about that. So let's see if they can ride the momentum and go into tonight. Just go in tonight with that momentum and carrying them for the win. Well, we continue to wait for RIT Black. I think now would be a good time for us to just kind of take a break, wait for kickoff, and we will be right back. My producer Ileana is behind the scenes tonight. She's doing a great job. I'm very excited for tonight, what tonight has to offer. So we're gonna take a quick break. We will be right back for kickoff. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway, working the magic behind the scenes as the game gets kicked off. And we're just kind of getting a feel for what is to come. It is a best of 7 series tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So lock in, go get those snacks, go get those drinks. It's going to be a lot of Rocket League to play here tonight. But CIU looking to get the early footing in this one right now, but it is an early goal for RIT as Zom Shakespeare gets the first goal for RIT. An unfortunate mistake there. Gamehawk gets caught under the ball, can't clear it effectively, and it goes straight to RIT for an easy tap in goal. So it's just kind of what we talked about in pregame. Go and make the most of your opportunities that are given, and if you're not being given any opportunities, if the team you're playing isn't making mistakes, you have to go and make those opportunities yourself. We've seen we've seen how CIU can do that throughout this entire season. Been one of the most offensive prolific teams in the league. So let's see if they can keep that trend going tonight, keep that stat line going tonight, and play some more offensive prolific Rocket League when they need to the most. So Big Turk's going to rotate and go through this ball. Instead of hitting it down field on the wall, he's going to go into the middle, try and get a pass to Casey. Gamehawk's there waiting front post. And so far, with a minute and a half gone in this game, I'm just not liking the movement I'm seeing from CIU. A good save there from Gamehawk, but the movement right now seems very stagnant. They're waiting on RIT to make their move instead of just dictating the game outright. So all three of them going to be stuck on one side thanks to the spawn from the demo. Forbesy trying to get it tonight for RIT. He does so. Zom Shakespeare gets it forward. Casey's going to have to come into play here. Big Turk's getting the clearance, and now the offensive rotation's on for CIU. A good knock forward. A double on the side there could open up some space elsewhere for CIU. So far, it does. And a good defensive rotation from RIT keeps CIU from doing anything with their chance. So again, a best of 7 series. Losing one game won't lose you the series. Does put you on the back foot for the time being. But if you're CIU, you have plenty of time here. Still 2 minutes. That's a lifetime left in Rocket League. Want to make sure you're playing some good defense and getting the ball forward. Try and get the momentum on your side the best you can. Oh, and just like that, a goal from nothing. Casey, one and two, the other. Gamehawk does a really good job of winning his 50-50 in front of his own net, and Casey makes the most of the space that's behind on a slow rotation, and it's 1-1, and we're back in action, ladies and gentlemen. Your Golden Rams are on the board, 1-1 to CIU. And just like that, a kickoff. You lose your kickoff, you get it forward. What in the world? Zom Shakespeare from one end to the other. A chance to save it goes awry, and the ball is in the back of the net. And 2-1 just like that. This game giveth and this game taketh away. CIU is going to have to be much more dynamic off the ball. Just like this with Casey. A good shot coming in off the bar. Follow-up should be in. Gamehawk's going to have a chance. He misses. Gamehawk goes in, and for some reason, looks like he dodges the ball. But he's trying to make the most of this. Gamehawk and Big Turk are forward together. Oh, Big Turk's touch just takes Gamehawk out of the play, and he's forced to rotate early. So 2-1 now, a minute left. RIT is up by 1. And CIU trying to do a better job now of getting this ball clear. A shot comes in on front post, and they do clear it. Another save. Casey and Big Turk teaming up to make some saves on defense. And it is a 2v1 now. If CIU can get the ball forward, Gamehawk's got a shot. It is saved pretty easily by Knight, but a good placement on the shot from Gamehawk. 30 seconds now. Gonna have to have a good pass here if you're Big Turk. All season long, he was able to get good passes. And maybe just took an extra touch in the corner. And with 10 seconds left on the clock in the first game, that score is 3-1 RIT Black. And now we do a little bit of a flashback into the regular season. We did play RIT Black, beat them 3-1 in the regular season. It was kind of the start of that, like I talked about earlier, that offensive proficiency for your Rams. And one thing we noticed from RIT Black, if we were to go back and watch that game, was how good they are at just responding. They're very, very good at getting goals when they need them the most, and just like that, we kind of saw that that's carrying over into playoffs. It is 3-1. Game 1 was 3-1. So the best thing you can do now is just be the team that responds. I think we talk a lot about how game 1s are, especially in best of 7s, and that example I like to use about just a boxing match. It is if your opponent's going to come out with nothing to lose, the next game is your turn to answer. So let's see if CIU can do that. RIT does take game 1. CIU has to win this game to avoid being put in an early hole. I have all the faith in them to do so. And game 2 starts now. So here we go. Chasing a round 2 advancement into round 3 of playoffs. A very good adjustment already is win your kickoffs. And just like that, an own goal, but putting it in a situation where you're forcing the other team to react to an awkward ball, and that's a perfect way to respond. CIU go 1-0, get the 1-0 lead, and that was just under 15 seconds, but now 20 seconds are off the clock, and we move. Well, a very smart clearance there from Big Turk, as he does unfortunately get stuck in his net. And this is what I'm talking about. This is kind of a pattern with a CIU team when it comes time to defend a lead or go and get another goal, especially in playoffs. This is kind of it's a monkey that they've been trying to get off their back for the last 4 years. But with all 3 of them forward now, you think that they would have a chance to shoot on goal. Casey's going to have a shot here. It is saved by Zom Shakespeare very early on. Gamehawk far post shot is saved by Forbesy. And this RIT Black team right now has definitely made the most of their experience, or the most of their play in the regular season. They look like a completely different team than the last time CIU played them. They look prolific on offense. They look organized on defense. And it's time for CIU just to kind of step up here. If Gamehawk's going to go for 50-50. He wins the 50-50. Casey makes a very decisive save. He's not going to get credit for that one, but a great touch forward. And there's space behind now. The 2v2 situation. Hit it into the corner. Gamehawk's gonna have to go up and rotate out to get his boost. Oh, Big Turk, a very smart touch to get it around the attacker who had their eyes set on going for goal. Gamehawk a decisive clearance and a pass in the middle. And right now it seems like CIU isn't on the same, really on the same page right now. They're trying to get on the same page on offense. They're making some good rotations on defense, making some good saves, getting some good clearances, but on offense right now it's just kind of lacking. And here might be a good start. Big Turk gets a touch forward. Casey comes in. It's a great shot, low and away into the bottom corner. Bazam Shakespeare's there at the front post to make the save. Casey, a good early save there. And Knight gives the advantage to RIT Black and makes it 2-1. And you see RIT's game plan here. It is get the ball into the corner, cross it into the middle, and make the guys in front of net come out and try and make a play on it. And if you do that so many times in a row, eventually the rotation is going to run out on defense. And that's exactly what happened there. So if you're CIU, better clearances have to happen. If you're CIU, shots on goal have to happen here in the next minute and 30 seconds. Gamlock tries to pre-jump it, tries to go up early and make a change or make a touch on the ball, but gets caught using his boost to the ceiling. Gamlock gets a good touch forward now, and this could be the start of something good for CIU. All three of them are on the same page offensively. Gamlock's there. He's going to try and touch forward. Big Turk's great pass. Casey's going to come up on the wall. Oh, a huge save at the front post. Now with 35 seconds remaining in game 2. And CIU need to put their foot on the gas pedal right now if they're going to try and get something going. And unfortunately, a little bit of a change-up shot comes in from Zom Shakespeare. He gets that double reset. Forces Casey to react and have to guess where the ball is going to go. Unfortunately, he guesses wrong thanks to the double reset. And when it rains, it pours. 4-1 for RIT after a little bit of a planned kickoff play after they went and lost their kickoff. They do a good job of getting it back and put it into the back of CIU's net. So an unfortunate result so far in game 2 does not mean that CIU's out of it. They just have to have the right adjustments in play and make sure that those adjustments are on in the cards for CIU. They have to make those adjustments pretty quickly, if you ask me. So RIT takes game 2 4-1. Game 2 was 3-1. And right now, CIU on their back foot. They're kind of in a hole. They're kind of they've kind of come out flat, and they need to do a really good job here. Of even if they lose this next game, they need to just trying to overwhelm their opponent. Gamehawk in Chat says they're going to be taking a 5-minute timeout. So we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown in the next 5 minutes. I completely agree with GameHawk. That timeout is a smart one. That timeout is a chance to just kind of maybe get that game plan back back to the front of their minds. I think we talked about in the pregame at the keys to success for CIU, and so far they haven't done any of those. They have to overwhelm their opponent. They have to make the most of their opportunities, and if that opportunity isn't presenting itself, they have to go and make the opportunities themselves. And and so far, none of that has really happened for CIU. Um, this is one of the better maps. Funny enough, a map a map count is a real thing in CIU or in Rocket League. So this is one of the better maps. So hopefully they can get some momentum, get this 2-0 deficit to a 2-1, and then let the momentum kind of carry them into the rest of the series. But yeah, they're gonna have to do a really good job in this game and make sure that if they need to simplify things as far as a game plan standpoint is, then make sure to do that. Um, RIT took game one 3-1, and then RIT just took game two 4-1. So 2 goals to your name in 2 games isn't going to get it done either. Um, we look back at the stats that I've kind of written down, and there's only been 4 shots on goal for CIU. Not what you want. um, so it's just kind of things aren't looking their way right now, but we know more than anything that this team, these Golden Rams, can turn it around pretty quickly. So I see Jefferson Feaster in the chat. Come on, guys, you can do this. I agree, Jefferson. You've been one of the number one fans for this CIU Rams team, and if they could listen to you, then they would win every single game. So, but um, but yeah, so we moved to game 3. It is a best of 7 series. So if RT wins 2 more games, then they will move on to round 3 of playoffs. But so CAU has to win 4 straight to move on. And we've seen it happen before. We've seen these guys do these types of comeback victories before. But all they have to do is just go one game at a time. I think that's what if I was in the arena with them, that's what I would be saying is just one game at a time. So these guys are joining back up for game 3. Everyone's back in the lobby. We're going to get these guys joined up into kickoff formation momentarily. But again, one game at a time is all you need if you're CIU. One game at a time. Try and go minute by minute, second by second, touch by touch. Get the ball in the back of that net. Game 3 is underway, ladies and gentlemen. If you're CIU, I suspect we're going to see the adjustment from CIU pretty early on in this game. They're not going to waste any time. They're going to go at if that's the adjustment, they're going to go at RIT and they're going to basically show face as soon as they get a chance to. So far, I already like kind of what I'm seeing. Their rotations are high. Their rotations are very forward. They're not going east and west a lot. They're just going and making good saves like that from GameHawk. A great save off the crossbar. And Casey's there as support there. Does a good job winning the 50-50. Big Turk on full boost. Should have a shot on goal. But it's GameHawk who comes out of nowhere. A very, very smart rotation forward. We'll get a good look at it here in the replay. GameHawk comes from half field. Says, my ball, my ball, my ball. Puts it into the top right. And that's exactly what we're talking about in the build-up to Game 3. Now, here's the adjustment. I think the adjustment is going to be don't rest on your laurels. Go and get another goal. So far, they have a 2v1 situation here, especially now with a great pass in the middle. Gamelock trying to do a good job of keeping the ball alive. Oh, and it's a very good shot from the wing by Knight, who just had a little bit too much time to himself. And you're gonna make that 9 times out of 10 if you have the space and you are a player at this level. You are gonna make your opposition pay. And it's 1-1 just like that. And CIU, as much as they've done a good job so far and just kind of adjusting and being aggressive and getting a shot on goal here, could be coming from Casey just like that. I'm going to eat my words. They're doing a great job at adjustments. And 2-1. So, a much highly different game. Much different game than the first 2 games we've seen. CIU has come out of their corner very aggressive. They've come out ready to play. They look warm now. This is the CIU Rocket League we've come to see this season. Casey could have a shot here. It's off the top bar. Oh, and it's going to be an own goal. Casey gets credit. 2 goals to his names out of 3 shots. And already Casey has 3 shots by himself, where in the first 2 games, CIU only had 4 shots together, like all together. So far CIU, whatever they're doing a great job. The only thing that I've just really noticed is that they've been just more cohesive going forward. They're cutting that line very early from a rotational standpoint. And they're doing a good job of just getting it in a dangerous area as well. So far, things are looking up for CIU, the Golden Rams, in Game 3. As they lead by 2 goals. It is 3-1 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. So now with under 2 minutes, Gamehawk's going to be at this front post. Oh, Casey tries to clear it. Let's see from this replay. He could have, this is hindsight, of course. He could have let it go and it could have gone wide, but when in doubt, clear it out, and that's exactly what he tried to do. Fortunately, his clearance just goes right off his own post and into the back of the net. And it's 3-2 just like that with just under 2 minutes left to play in this Game 3. CIU still in the driver's seat now, but momentum definitely shifting as all 3 guys get caught on the same side. Just trying to clear the ball. Communication has to be a priority here for CIU. Try and put the pressure on your opponent as much as you can. Don't give them time. Don't give them the space. Don't allow them to have individual plays like that. I mean, Knight, we've seen his skill level. Big Turk goes and gets the ball off of him, but the follow-up has to be so much sooner. And it's 3-3 at the blink of an eye. Just under a minute and 20 seconds left. CIU, I still think, has the momentum on their side. Their adjustments have proven to be very effective. They just have to do a better job now of just getting RIT out of space. And if you give RIT space, they are going to make you pay. 3 goals in the matter of 45 seconds. And that's what happens when you fall asleep at the wheel, unfortunately for CIU. Now, everything is uphill. Everything becomes harder. Just under a minute to play now, as we have this game 3, this basically do or die game for CIU. The job will get so much harder if they're not able to just get one more goal in this game 3. Do a great job at saving front post. It's now a 2v2 here. Rotations are on for CIU, trying to clear the goal line. A very effective clear from Big Turk. Gamelock gets to save at the front post. And it's 20 seconds left. Oh, massive save from Big Turk there. Keeping that chance alive now. It's in the middle. You're going to have to cheat this rotation. You're probably going to get one more clear shot at this. And unfortunately, game 3 is going to go to RIT. The adjustments that CIU made in that game were very effective. It just gets to a point where when it comes down to it, you're in the lead, you have a 2-goal lead, and you're in the driver's seat. You have to keep the pressure up. You cannot let them come at you. And unfortunately, that's just kind of what happened there for CIU. They let RIT back in the game by getting them a goal, and then that just kind of led to 2 more goals in the span of 30 seconds. And at that point, you kind of knew what was about to happen. But CIU played a great game. Gamelock with a goal and Casey with 2. Much better game though from an offensive standpoint, and that's what you're going to need here for CIU. It is do or die. This is your season. Then every single game from here on out for the rest of this series is your season. CIU doing going to do all that they can. We know that's what they're about to do. We know that's what's up their sleeve. Very offensive Rocket League. That's what we can expect. And let's see what CIU has in store for us. So it is a match point. It is a playoff point for RIT now. As CIU wins their kickoff. Casey, a very good touch there to disrupt, a very disruptive touch, excuse me. So now here's where you can get the ball clear. Casey misses, but Big Turk gets the ball rolling forward. Keep it into the corner. Big Turk's going to sit and try and get boost. He's going to get the rotation there. This goal should be open. A good shot there from Big Turk. Knight gets the save. And so far, RIT is doing a very good job of just damage reduction. They're getting demoed in front of their own net, but they're doing a good job of just their touches are very decisive when it comes to clearances. They're clearing their line into a space where CIU isn't occupying. Jihawk Mama's predicting the reverse sweep, and that's exactly what I'm predicting. It's got to go one game at a time, one goal at a time. And if you're CIU, I mean, at this point, there's really nothing to lose. You want to make sure you're playing very offensive, sound Rocket League. Use the space behind the opponents, and that's what we're seeing CIU try and look for here. And that's an open net. Oh, man. Shakespeare out of nowhere makes the save. Gamelock, a great touch there. Trying to clear it out, clear some space. Big Shark gets bumped out. He's not going to have a chance to get that shot on, but Casey's making it very tall and awkward. Big Turk's trying to get the double tap. The ball should be coming in now. Oh, Big Turk misses. Maybe ran out of boost. Smart Rocket League so far from CIU. Let's see if they can get back on defense. It's going to be a high miss. It is. Very, very defensively smart, intelligent Rocket League from CIU so far. Their rotations have been very effective on defense. Now let's see if they can get those offensive rotations down pat. Oh, unfortunately, Forbesy, these guys individually by themselves right now are just making the most of the space that they've been given. And there's nothing that anyone could ever do about that. Especially when it's just on a silver platter for them. The ball is already floating towards goal. All you gotta do is tap it, and that's exactly what just happened. Gamelock's got a shot here, and just like that, a very good adjustment, a very good reaction from CIU. Gamelock puts it low and away where no one can get to it. Great speed on that ball as well. It makes it 1-1 with just under 2 minutes left. All right, Casey's got a 2v1. And unfortunately, it goes to got to make a big save here. Big Turk does a great job getting that ball off the goal line. Let's see if a good pass can come in. Big Turk's going to have a chance here. Top left corner. A minute 20 left on the clock. And it's 2-1 to your CIU Rams. And that's what you want to see. Good teamwork there. A great pass. Putting it in a great spot. And putting that ball in the back of the net. And the lead is your Golden Rams. A good save there from Knight on the bottom right. But so far, the CIU Rams have made a good job or have done a good job of just kind of weathering storms, buying their time. And you can definitely tell that they've gotten warmer in this situation. Playing a lot more cleaner, a lot more faster, playing a lot more together as a team as well. So now Casey's going to go off the ceiling, tries to make a play there. Gamehawk, unfortunate touch there. He's going to have to get on his rotation quickly. Going to have to get on that rotation very quickly as the ball's going very awkward in front of net. A good save there from Casey. The rotations are on. Casey gets the demo forward. It is a 2v3 now. Oh, a massive save. A decisive save from Big Turk. 10 seconds remaining now. CIU has to get this ball clear. They cannot afford to let this ball go in the net. Casey, is he going to go for goal? Is he going to buy time? This ball needs to touch the ground. It does. And game 4 goes to CIU, and they live to go to another game. So CIU takes it 2-1 in game 4. And things are now getting very, very interesting. CIU has momentum going now. They have things going their way. They play really good Rocket League. The only thing I'm a little hesitant about is I don't know if another game in a row, as another sequential game, they're going to be able to keep RIT from scoring only 1 goal. I think CIU in the next game is going to need 3 goals or more to walk away with a game 5 victory and get that score to 3-2. But what a great game. Give them their flowers. They did a great job just kind of responding when when their back was on the ropes, literally on the ropes of their season. They do a good job of just responding and getting that win. So a lot of good things. Defense might need a little bit of tweaking. Just make sure your touches are going where they're not. In case he's breaking out the Batmobile for a Game 5 situation. But now the series score is 3-1. Your Rams won Game 4 2-1, and we move on to Game 5. I agree, Jihak Mama. They got to be positive, be proud of the goals that you've accomplished so far in this game, and see what you can build off of that. That's exactly what I would be telling them if I was in the arena with them. And so far, they're doing a good job of just kind of getting this ball away from pressure. Casey, a good 50-50 win. We've noticed, or one thing I've noticed, is that every single goal that RIT has scored tonight, it's because of individual plays like that. So we see Zombie, he's gonna go up, or Shakespeare's gonna go up, and he's been given that time. He has that time and that space to go and do what he pleases with, or do as he pleases. So you have to limit that if you're CIU. It's better. It's easier said than done. And that's why putting that ball in a situation where only your teammate can get to it is so important in this esport. So with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock, barely any time has gone. Plenty of time for CIU to go and get that ever decisive goal. They're going to need a good defensive rotation here from Gamehawk. He does a great job saving it. Shot could be coming in. Big Turk says, no, thank you. Gamehawk trying to keep it dangerous. Trying to keep it awkward. Big Turk comes in, just kind of kills that pace. There should be a rotation forward. The double tap is not there for Forbesy. In case he has this ball to himself. Let's see if they can get it clear. They can't. But Big Turk says, I got it. Gets that ball clear only as far as Forbesy. And that ball is headed towards goal. Let's see the touch. It's straight down. Another shot in. It's top right. Oh, it is in. 1-1 to the Golden Rams. Gamelock does a really good job of anticipating that that's going to be a very awkward touch. Does a great job of just get the ball, man. Just hit the ball. See what happens. Try and keep it dangerous, and he does a great job of doing just that. And his teammates capitalize on the awkward ball in the middle or in front of their opponent's net. 1-1, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock, and it's another shot there from Casey was headed far post, forcing the save. Gamelock's trying to serve someone up here. Casey's going to try and do the same. Rotation's on for Big Turk. He's going to be the first one behind the ball. Actually, no, he goes for it. Casey's rotating. Does a good job. With only 7 boosts, he's going to probably rotate out. Gamehawk misses. A little bit of a ghost touch there. Casey trying to get this ball on goal, but hit it just a little bit too late. He's going to steal the boost, though, and this is the pressure you want if you're CIU. But don't let them have the individual space exactly just like that. Big Turk. So far, they're doing a good job of limiting RIT to just big touches on the ball. Not letting them use their strengths. And Casey, let's see who gets the assist here. Gamehawk, a great ball forward. Look, it's a 3v1 situation here. Gamehawk recognizes that. Get the most dangerous defensive guy out of the game, puts it high, makes him commit, and Casey with an easy tap-in goal, bottom right, and it's 2-1. A minute ago, CIU scored their first goal of the game in response to a 1-goal deficit, and now they have the 2-1 lead with a minute 30. And let's see, ladies and gentlemen, It's going to be a lot of defensive pressure that they're going to have to deal with for the next minute 20 case in point. You just can't allow someone's got to go up and chow that. You can't allow someone to pre-jump you like that, especially in front of goal. But so far so good for CIU. They're not out of deficit yet. They're playing really good Rocket League, forcing the other players on, forcing their opponents to commit. Let's see if they can keep it up. And so far, Casey with a little bit of individual flair himself, trying to get the ball forward. Big Turk does have the ball too in his possession, loses it. He's going to rotate out and get boost. Big Turk will be behind Casey, but that ball's on goal. It's saved by Knight. Gamehawk's going to try and get this dangerous. It's going to be Gamehawk's shot. Oh, and it's just out of reach of Big Turk, who gets demoed trying to reach for that ball. A little bit of a different angle there, and it's 3-2 in favor of CIU. But now they're going to have to rotate out and try and find that chance again. Gamlock's pre-jumping on defense. A good job, a good pressure. Casey, great job. Cut that angle. Get that ball clear. 10 seconds left. And in game 5, it looks like we're headed to overtime unless something can happen here. Unless something can happen right here for CIU. That ball's on net. Oh, it's still alive, though. Still alive until it touches the ground. It's still alive. And touches the ground. We go to overtime. And how else would CIU season end or come down to or survive than overtime? I don't want to jinx them. I'm knocking on wood, but so far this season, they have been the kings of overtime. A perfect 3-0 on their overtime games in league play. So let's see if they can make that 4-0. But it's going to take some conservative rotational play, if you're asking me. You're going to have to rotate very quickly. Your season does come down to this. If you don't have a shot on goal, rotate out. If you don't have a clear chance at getting the ball towards goal, you have to rotate out. And oh man, it is the crossbar. And right now, RIT are just keeping this ball so awkward. They're forcing CIU to come off their line and make saves. Gamehawk's going to have to make a big play here. Got to get this ball clear. Big Turk, good job at the front post. Wins his 50-50. Gamehawk gets the touch. Off the possession, a shot comes in. It's wide. Rotate, rotate, rotate. A good clearance there. And now push. This is the moment you could be waiting for. Casey's going to rotate through boost. It's an awkward touch to the wide. Casey's going to have a chance here. Casey's on the boost. All he needs is a touch. And it's in! Game 5 goes to CIU. And that's exactly what you want to see. Casey, a very smart decision to get that boost. He gets that boost on the side. And because of that, he's able to go up. The other player, I think it was Knight or Shakespeare, who was defending him, did not have boost in order to counter. And Casey uses all 70% of his boost to just thrust that ball into the back of the net. And what a play. The overtime Kings prove that they get to take that crown another game longer. It is now 3-2. CIU have won 2 games in a row. And we go to game 6, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to a game 6. Which is exactly where they were last week, having to go 6 games to beat um, to beat GSU last week. So this is this is crazy. CIU is making the most of their opportunities. It's like a switch has happened now. They're doing a great job at just making the most of their opportunities now. They are giving themselves opportunities to go and make the most of. And I think their defensive rotations so far have just been sublime. I think their their balancing act right now that they're playing on defense is leading to really good offense. And just like this, we're seeing some good defensive rotation from them very early on. Let's see what comes of this chance here. Gonna have to clear the ball. It does. There is space behind. Casey, a good touch forward. It's gonna come straight down, and that's in the back of the net. Big Turk says, "Let me go and make the most of my opportunity." Leaves no doubt. Guys, we are back. Thank you so much for staying with us through that very dramatic game. Of course, the best game um, you guys could have seen, a 5-0 Game 6 victory. Technology had other had other choices, but we go to Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. It is do or die now for both teams. CIU has fought all the way back. The reverse sweep is on, and it was an offensive masterclass for CIU just a minute ago. A joy to be able to watch, and I hope they get to do the same exact thing and leave no doubt in this next game. A shot coming in, a good save there from Gamehawk. And an empty net, and Gamehawk's going to make it 1-0 in a Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. They have their lead. They need to add to it, but so far, so good for your CIU Rams. Gamehawk does a great job at just finding the space that the opponent is giving him and made the most of it. So now some good defense needed here from CIU. CIU has every ounce of momentum in this game. They're causing RIT to just come forward without any real organization, and it was amazing to watch in the last game, and they're picking up exactly where they left off. And it's going to make it to Big Turk and Gamehawk with the assist. Gamehawk right here does a good job of a great anticipation, gets the assist, and Big Turk doubles the lead, makes it 2-0. Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. I remind you, playoff Rocket League. And we are all witnesses of the CIU Golden Rams and what they have done all season long. Look at the placement on that shot from Gamehawk. Makes it 3-0. You just love to see it. I'll see if they can weather all of the storms that are about to come their way from RIT. That is 1 goal to RIT. The aggression is about to ramp up for RIT. This is their season. So we're gonna see how CIU responds to this with 2 goals, a 2-goal lead still with 3 minutes. 3 minutes is beyond a lifetime in this esport. A good save there from Big Turk, a very decisive touch. Could be the difference maker so far. Off the bar. For CIU, everything has to be super organized on defense. Came out another good touch there, or another good save that we missed. The rotations need to be very crisp, very clean. And if you don't have a shot on goal, just put it as far away from your goal as possible. Could be a shot on goal here, but Shakespeare makes a good touch to keep that ball from being very, very awkward. It's still awkward, though. Knight's going to be up. Big Turk getting that demolition, causing the smoke screen to lose vision. He's going to try and touch it down. He does. Casey's up. Casey gets the double. Can it go in? It doesn't. Oh, it was inches from the back of the net. Inches from the back of the net. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes remain. Get the ball clear. Got to get this ball clear if you're CIU. Oh, and the power of friendship. Oh, my goodness. Gamehawk gets the save from the bump. What a truly remarkable play. He gets bumped into the path of the ball and causes the save. And now CIU has the ball in their possession, trying to make something the most of it. Big Turk, unbelievable skill. That ball's going in the net. Oh, it's saved by Forbesy. That ball's going in the net. Casey, good clearance there. Very decisive, good placement on the clearance. That's what the name of the game for the next minute is if you're CIU. Where are we placing our clearances? Where is RIT not at? Waste as many seconds as you can. Don't let them back in it. Don't let them back in it. A minute left. 54 seconds left. It is 3-2. CIU need to just go and get a goal. They win the kickoff. 50 seconds now. CIU tried slowing the game down. It did not work. They need to play fast. They need to play to their speed and go with their game plan. A huge save off the bar from Casey. Off the bar. Big Turk's going to have to make another decisive move here. They double. Both of them miss. Casey's turn again. And it's 3-3. You cannot miss there. That's so unfortunate. And now it comes down to the next 27 seconds. Kickoff win. Gamehawks in. Oh, Casey's so close to having that decisive touch. Gamehawk, a great touch there into the corner. Gotta get this ball clear. If the ball bounces, oh. That ball was in on net. Keep it alive as long as you can. And now we have overtime. And how else would this Game 7 be decided? How else would it be decided? It is overtime. Two very evenly matched teams. Gamehawk gets a save. Pre-jumps the ball. Big Turk has it himself. What can he do here? It's gonna fall straight down, and Knight gets it clear. The rotations are on for CIU. They have the offensive rotations going forward. A shot at the near post. Someone gonna go up. Big Turk's gonna go up. It's off the bar. It's still very awkward. Knight's out of boost. Casey misses the shot. I'm on the edge of my seat. Big Turk worried about the clearance here. 27 boost to his name. He's going to try and get the touch here. He does fake it. Steals the boost. All pressure now goes to CIU. It's still awkward. It's still CIU's chance. If they can switch this ball, if they can get it to the other side, they could have a chance at an open net goal. All three RIT players are on the same side of the field. Oh, and the counterattack. No. The counterattack. Knight slips through. Knight slips through unmarked. The rotation not accounted for, and unfortunately it goes. Man, I'm distraught right now. Such an unfortunate way. Just trying to find the words. What a great game it was from CIU. I mean, they did end up falling just short, but an RIT 3-1 win, RIT 4-1 win, RIT 5-3 win. We thought everything was lost. Everything was gone. And then CIU a 1-2 win, a 2-3 win, and then a 5-0 win. 3 straight wins. And unfortunately, sometimes that just is how it happens. An awesome job. I agree. An awesome job from all of these guys all season long, setting the standard again for what next season has in store. Oh, man. And an awesome college esports career from G-Hawk Mama to Game Hawk. What a way to end it. What an impact all of these guys have had, especially GameHawk, especially Casey, on the esports program. The OG members from day one. Hats off to the seniors for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, next season is right around the corner. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media to follow along in the off season and see when the season starts. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we're as always going to say charge on, go Rams, and we will see you guys next season. Be sure to cheer on Super Smash on Friday as they have their playoff game as well. But as for Rocket League, that's curtains. We will see you guys next season. Thank you for everything this season. We'll see you later.